Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers and the Jets.
Listen, you're already sick of the Jets. We haven't even gotten to the season yet. The good part hasn't even happened.
Well, I am just hoping that your Buffalo Bills beat them 49-7 in week 1, and we can just slow down the train. I like the Jets. I hope they have a good season, but I need this to be slowed down.
Let's get to Aaron Rodgers.
What the is Aaron Rodgers up to today?
Well, if today was Saturday night, he was going 5 for 8, 47 yards, 1 touchdown. He played 2 series, so they went 5 and out, I believe 5 and out on the first series, and then touchdown drive on the second series. Okay. Tell you what, that Rodgers to Garrett Wilson looks really, really good.
I like it.
That's number 1. Can't deny that's going to look really good. Number 2, though, and I just want to say this, and everyone put a little pin in this one, and you'll just say, oh, yeah, I remember Maggie said something about that back in late August. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets are going to get every call on the face of the earth. Every ref whistle. I'm actually not going to say and the Jets. Aaron Rodgers and the offense. I don't know what they're going to do on the defense. Aaron Rodgers and the offense are going to be the beneficiary of every call. Every call. There was a very questionable defensive pass interference that was definitely offensive pass interference against Garrett Wilson on a crucial 3rd down in that second preseason drive, and the refs handed a first down to Aaron Rodgers. I'm just letting you know.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
The refs are going to benefit Aaron Rodgers big time this season.
Is this a meltdown? By the way, we have a sign behind Maggie that says days since Maggie had a Bills meltdown. Yeah. This is a Bills meltdown because you're already making an excuse for a bad call against the Bills. And by the way, I don't remember the Packers getting that many good calls last year.
That's the whole thing. That was when Aaron Rodgers was like the, polarizing Aaron Rodgers. This is the brand new squeaky clean. Yeah. You don't think that Rodgers... We've watched him in Hard Knocks. He's chatting up the officials. I'm sure he was doing that.
That is a small window of people who have access to all this. I don't think the officials care that much.
Oh, they love Rodgers now. Rodgers is on this whole I love you, you love me, we're a happy family kind of thing.
Carl Cheffers is not involved in this. They don't.
Yes.
I don't remember.
And everyone else.
All I remember last year is Aaron complaining a lot about different calls. I mean, they protect all the quarterbacks, but no, I don't see this as them having any specific advantage here.
All right. Samter, Jack, mark it down. On this day, August 28th, Maggie told it like it is, and that the refs, and by the way, that does not count as a Bills meltdown. I didn't mention the Bills at all.
No, but this is a precursor to week 1 when there's a bad call against the Bills. And you're going to say, I told you. This is Bills. This is Bills.
I didn't say a word about the Bills.
Have you heard anybody from any fan base complaining about Aaron Rodgers getting too many calls?
This was the first time we saw him play.
You're calling a preseason play crucial. That alone is a meltdown of some sort because it's completely illogical.
It was a crucial 3rd down. He would have gone.
There's no crucial 3rd downs in preseason.
Okay, Perloff, if he had gone 5 and out and then 3 and out, you don't think that there'd be some kind of people like, I don't know, Rodgers.
Not if people have a brain. No, there is nothing that matters.
You think Kenny Pickett's going to the Hall of Fame because of his preseason?
Well, I mean, I saw what I saw, Maggie. I have eyes.
I'm just telling you guys, whether it's against the Bills, this is not even necessarily a Bills thing. They play a lot more teams on the schedule than just Buffalo. Aaron Rodgers is going to get a lot of calls.
You've let this Jets hype seep into your brain. What were you going to say, Mike?
Perloff, I think you and I need to have a side bet here. Yeah. The odds are taking odds on Maggie having a meltdown week 1 if a bad call goes against the Bills.
Okay.
Like this, like you said, this is a precursor. She's setting it up. She's like laying the groundwork. Just, hey guys, I told you so. When Josh Allen throws a pass that should have been a pass interference, it could have been, and doesn't get called, and the Jets win week 1, we're going to hear about this.
Yeah, it's setting all up for that. Monday night in New York, Aaron Rodgers' debut. Again, I'm not saying it's necessarily going to go against the Jets or go against the Bills. He's going to get a lot of calls. And we all remember how bad the officiating can be in the NFL.
But it's more random.
Oh, go ahead.
It's so random. I don't remember. They don't give star treatment like that normally. Yes, there was that call that Atlanta Tampa Bay. Well, Tucker, he wasn't even a star then. He was the 8th biggest star on the field that time.
Whatever, they knew.
If they were going to give star treatment, they would have advanced the very popular Raiders in that game. That was 2001.
They knew Brady was on the cusp.
They had no idea.
I do have some inside sources that told me that Roger Goodell did call down to the officiating crew during the game to tell them, hey, make sure Aaron Rodgers doesn't go 3 and out on any of these drives.
They make fun of the script, the whole NFL following a script. The NFL has a whole campaign around it now, starring Keegan-Michael Key.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. They're leaning into it because they're like, oh.
Well, the preseason is just the dress rehearsal of the script.
No, if they were really going to do
part of it.
It's the preseason. The officials are working out the kinks too. Now, listen, the only time I've ever seen one team get consistently treated is they screw the Saints. That's a real thing.
Yes, that's true. And we all know that's true.
I don't know what it is. They're just mad about Bountygate or something. Something happened in the ownership circles. But, I mean, if they were going to give anyone favors, wouldn't it be the Cowboys? Because they know, would they advance the Cowboys to the Super Bowl somehow?
Listen,
and, I mean, they didn't give Dez that catch.
They didn't, and it was a big mistake.
And you're saying they're not going to repeat that?
No, and they're not going to be that dumb again.
If they wanted ratings, they would advance Aaron Rodgers to the Super Bowl. That, of course. But I just don't think they're smart. The officials aren't good enough to fix it the way they want it.
Listen, this also, I agree. This is also comes down to the interpersonal. Man, Rodgers is on this happy tour.
The officials have no idea. They don't watch this crap. They're not.
You don't think the officials watch Hard Knocks? You're insane.
No,
they watch everything.
Okay, did they give the Lions?
Football.
Did they give Jamal Williams calls last year because he cried on Hard Knocks? No, but nobody watches Hard Knocks. There's like 15 people who watch Hard Knocks. They don't watch Hard Knocks. I guarantee those officials don't watch it.
They're part of the league.
Yes, and everyone inside the league doesn't watch other. You know, they work all year long on football. They're not watching it on their free time. I don't think.
Dude, you don't think that in his prime, Gene Steratore is not watching Hard Knocks? No. He definitely is.
No,
Wonder why? Because officials are thorough.
They're
aware of storylines. Tim Donaghy, basically taught us this. I know that's like an all-time betting ref scandal, but of course, they're aware of the storylines.
No, first of all, they're busy. They have to watch film during the season, so they're not watching TV. They don't go
on the internet.
No, they don't. They really don't. No. They are not people. They're way too busy.
You sound insane.
It's kind of like, it's kind of like football players. You ever ask them, who's your favorite NFL team growing up? Oh, I didn't watch NFL football. I played football, so I didn't want to watch other guys play. Officials are the same way. They don't sit there and watch football in their free time.
You don't think they're aware of the storyline of Aaron Rodgers' hype with the Jets? They should be aware of that.
I worked with the officials one year when I was at the NFL, and they are not NFL fans. They really aren't. I know that sounds weird. Okay. They're not like fanboys at all.
Okay, and I remember reading Steve Young's book and interviewing Steve Young, where he told me an official, and he wrote it in his book, an official tried to set him up with his daughter. So, yeah, they're aware of what's going on.
Well, I mean, listen, Steve Young's a gentleman, of course.
And he was like, no, I'm not going to date your daughter. So let's pump the brakes on the officials cannot be compromised in any way.
I would like to have an honest trouble. I guarantee the officials are like, oh, this is my last week of summer. I'm not going to sit and watch stupid Hard Knocks. There is no way.